All right, ready for the next lesson. So in the last lesson, we learned how to do ward off with just the bottom hand, the warding off hand. All right. In the practice video, we practice it on both sides. For these learning videos, I will just show you on one side, but in the practice videos, we'll do it on both sides. And of course, I will give you prompts. So we're going to add the other hand into our ward off. So we're doing the complete movement now. And the hard part about doing that is now you're using two hands. And the mind gets a little confused where both hands are supposed to be. So it likes to clump them together so it can deal with that. And we need to resist that temptation to let the hands do this. All right, remember these hands are going to be going together and then going away from each other. All right, so we're going to start with the left foot always. And this right hand is going to be on the top. Remember, if the left foot is forward, the left hand is on the bottom when we start, and the right hand is going to be up here. Now, this right hand is not going to be doing much. All right, it's going to be supportive. It's moving a little. As you move forward, you want the elbow to come down so that the palms stay facing each other. But beyond that, it's not doing much. Now, for a lot of people, when they start adding the other hand in, the hands start to go crazy. So you need to control that. All right, you need to control it from the waist. So let's jump right into it. Step back with your right foot. Front foot pointing forward, back foot pointing to the 45, shoulder width apart. Don't brace the back leg, let them go. Turn the waist so it's pointing at 12 o'clock. We should know this by now. 80% in the front, 20% in the back. Now, turn, controlling the waist into the back leg. Which leg is forward? The left leg. So the left hand is on the bottom. Now we're going to bring the right hand into play at top. Make sure your hands are relaxed. Make sure the palms are absolutely facing each other. Make sure the hands are fist width away from the body. Make sure the elbows are tucked down, tailbone tucked under. Extend from the top of the head. Make sure your weight is in the bubbling wells. Make sure your bai hui is over your hui ing. Move from dantian. Now, as we move forward, this left hand does the same thing, but look at the right hand. Basically, I just push the elbow more down. And the ball that we started with, the big ball here, has turned into this size of ball, a ball in between the palms. Now, as we move back, turn the waist, and shift into the right leg, the left hand comes down. Don't let the right hand go with it. Now the ball has expanded. All right, the palms are facing each other. Turn, ball shrinks, left hand rises, ward off. Now we're doing ward off. Turn back, sink into the back leg. The left hand descends back to its original starting place below the navel, not any higher. Okay, this is something else people struggle with. They don't want to let that left hand go down because they're just simply not used to their arm being in that position. But Taiji is about relearning things or unlearning things. Big ball. Small ball. Make sure that elbow in the left arm stays down. Don't let it come up. Remember what I said about the knees? Make sure the knees are pointing in the direction of the middle toe. Now, I'm going to give you another helpful hint to help you keep your shoulders down and especially your elbows down. Bring your attention to your armpits as we're doing this, and imagine you're holding eggs in your armpits. Don't drop the eggs, but don't crush them either, but don't drop the eggs. You'll notice that you'll decrease a lot of the space that is in the armpit. All right? This is to keep you from using arms. Okay, remember, what are we supposed to control from? The waist. Now you go as slow as you want. Make sure your speed is the same throughout the movement though. Okay, and once again, are you looking at the ground? Is your head dipping forward? I bet it is. Keep it up. Keep your head on top of the spine. Is your weight going from one bubbling well to the other? Yes, we want to learn how to move our hands like this and it feels good, but you cannot lose any of the principles. Remember, principles incorporated with movement is Taiji, not movement alone, not memorizing a dance step. right, make sure your hands stay relaxed. As you're doing this, if you feel a little bit confident with what's going on with the hands, go over your checklist of structure. Make sure all your posture points are in there, all right? That's the process of learning Tai Chi. That's it. All right, now step forward, drop the hands, and let's bounce the legs up and down, and let's bring the arms into the action too. Now, people find this actually kind of difficult, all right? Kind of learning jumping jacks for this first time. And this is one of the first things I learned when I went to Taiwan, and it's called Tan Tui, and you're supposed to be springy with it, relaxed with it, all right? Whenever you get tired, you step up and then you do Tan Tui, springy legs. All right, so practice that for a bit, feel confident with it, and then we'll practice it together, and we'll do it both sides in the practice video. And then you get to find out which is your strong side, which is your weak side. A lot of people get them mixed up, all right? So there's another thing we need to undo in our nervous system. The left side and the right side, getting them evened out. That's another thing Tai Chi does, all right? So get a little confident with that, jump right into the practice video. I'll see you there.